Okay? Boys, how are you feeling here as in Moldova?
It's fantastic. We just arrived today, and the one thing I'd say, we'd be just talking about it when the other girl was in, but people are so friendly here, and it kind of took us by surprise. The girl at the airport checking our passport, the people at the hotel, the driver, everybody we've met has been really warm and lovely. It's been fantastic.
Where is Pavo?
Pavo's at home. His wife has just had a little baby boy, and so he's taking a bit of time to be with his family, and you know, that's fine. But we're normally only DJ with 2 people. We send a different 2 every time, so that's normal.
Oh, okay. Did you know something about Moldova? Or it is the first time when you came here, and it's the first time when you heard something about Moldova?
First time I heard about Moldova was a book written by an English journalist called Playing Tennis with the Moldovans, and it was about this guy who came here a long time ago when the Soviet Union was still together, tried to organise some tennis matches with some people, and I remember reading that book about 15 years ago, and then nothing really until today. That's the way it's been.
Okay, boys, the 2018 was the best years of your career because you played in front of 1 million people in Brazil. How it was? Because it is a legend.
It's actually very overwhelming to play to that many people, because normally when you do a gig you can pick out individual people in the crowd, whereas when there's 1 million people you're just kind of looking back into the distance and you've got no concept of quite how many people there are, because you can't see far back enough to see everybody, can you?
I think it's impossible to take in that number. You know, you know 10 people, and you know maybe 100 people, and maybe you know 1,000 people, but then after that it gets like lots of people. You know, you can't really tell. So it wasn't until afterwards that we were told how many people were there, and it was like, oh my God, you just saw these little people getting smaller and smaller and smaller into the horizon, these little hands. Amazing.
When you have time to produce music, because you are traveling a lot, when do you have time to make music, to play?
That's actually a good question, but we actually took quite a lot of time off in the last 6 months to work on our album because of that. And I think it's very hard for DJs because, you know, there's a lot of countries that you want to play in and a lot of offers that you get for gigs, and sometimes you have to say no in order to make sure that you kind of, you know, still make records, otherwise you wouldn't have time. And I think that's why a lot of DJs use other people to make their records. And you know, fortunately, because there's 3 of us, we don't do that, and you know, we're all making music, and luckily we get a weekend off occasionally, so it is a real challenge. Yeah.
I mean, you know, we DJ Friday, Saturday night, go back home Sunday, Monday we're in the studio. That's the way it is. You know, Monday to Friday we're in the studio. One day somebody makes a radio show, but it's a thing that just keeps going all the time. It never really stops. You know, there's not really. We took, as Jono said, we took October off and a lot of January off to really get some momentum with the album, because we had lots of songs but they weren't really becoming finished. But now it's really starting to snowball. Feels like it's coming together.
Okay, you have the radio show trends around the world. It is weekly. Now, I understand that the show are once in a week, but with the show, when you have time to make the show, and it is the best radio show on the world, I know.
Well, again, the good thing about having 3 people is that sometimes, well, not this time because Pavo's just had a baby, or his wife has, but normally the person who's not on tour will be doing the radio show. So but actually Tony did the radio show this week, but normally we take it in turn. So it takes a whole day to do the radio show. It's a lot of work, you know, going through all the tracks, picking the best ones, but it's worth it in the end.
I mean, we think it's a really important thing because a lot of people don't get to see us in a particular year. I mean, you know, it's been 10 years we've been together. We've never been to Moldova. So how do people know about us? They know about us through the radio show. So we really spend a lot of time and effort picking records that we really like, that really make a great radio show. It's a bit different from what we play in clubs because you have to get people dancing in a club, whereas on radio you can be a bit more experimental. But nonetheless, the quality of the music is really important to us, so then the quality of the show is really important.
Hey boys, what kind of music are you listening besides yours?
Quite a wide range of music. I like acts like Air. I like their music a lot. I also like a lot of jazz and stuff like that, and other dance music as well. You know, I listen to some house music as well. Not so much the David Guetta type stuff, but more the underground stuff. Yeah, Yeah, a bit of everything really.
I love lots of acoustic songwritery stuff. I'm really mad on Kings of Convenience at the moment. People like Patrick Watson. I also like ambient music, I like low scene, I like soundtrack music, I like tech house, I like all kinds of music. I mean, I love music. I listen to music all the time. So.
Do you know Ozone? Did you hear about Ozone? Dragostea din tei. Vrei să pleci, dar nu mă iei. No? It was a hit, a mega hit. Rihanna had make a remake on this. Okay, you don't know?
Maybe I do. It's just too loud to hear you singing. Sorry.
Okay. What Moldovan fans should expect from you tonight?
Hopefully, great fun. You know, it's a party. We play like it's a party. We'll be playing what I think is going to be our new single, a track called Think Called Love, some other new Anjuna Beat stuff, and just our favourite tracks that are around at the moment.
Yeah, what he said.
Okay, and now at the final, can you say we are above and beyond, and you are watching Mus TV Moldova? Music, Mus TV. Mus TV.
Like Pussy. Hi, we're above and beyond. You're watching Puss TV Moldova. All right.
Yeah.
One time.
You do it now.
Hi, I'm Jono,
I'm Tony.
and you're. Oh, sorry. Let's start again. I thought you were going to do that bit. But...
Oh no, you do the rest of it. Oh, I've done that with me.
Hi, I'm Jono.
I'm Tony.
We're above and beyond, and you're watching Moose TV Moldova.